thing is coming off. Ah! Let's see. Starbase 1. Ground shields, phaser damage space, and Borg TFOs. Let's see if we can't gamble that a little bit. Let's see. Polaron damage ground. Can we get something in space? Phaser damage in space and Polaron damage in space. Okay, I could do that. But first, let's finish off this event. And we'll bring Lima with us. Where are you in here? There you are. There you are.
You came, and not a moment too soon.
I don't know how I got here, but okay. I don't know how I got here, and I do not know if it was willingly. I do like how the 3-piece kind of changes the way that you play. Because you get a big damage bonus on top of the damage bonus you already get from aiming. So, plus you can just remodulate whenever the hell you please. So it really does make you slow down.
At last, a gallant soul to release.
Phoenix Feather.
Fetch the Phoenix Feather. You have something. Now deposit it in the cauldron. Fetch the Denevian slime. You have something. Now deposit it in the cauldron. Fetch the wing of bat.
I think it's over here. Yeah.
You have something.
How
Now
to
deposit
tell
it in the
when you've
cauldron.
done this too many times?
Liberty at last. Thank you, noble warrior. Thank you.
You may proceed, if you dare.
Says this as I've already proceeded.
Go back!
Beware our curse.
Wind shall rise, and fog descend.
So leave here all.
Or meet your end.
Well, counter Meet an antimatter warhead to the face. Yeah, fuck you, cat. Where's my anti-air torpedo? Oh, they're all dead. Never mind.
Liberation at last! How wonderful! You have my undying thanks, stranger.
I want to mess with their eye stalks. I want to poke their eyes. Anyways. Let's see. Prisoners. Oh, that's right. We didn't get any endeavors done. But we did get the event done. Which I'm actually going to hop on to another character to claim that reward. Okay. So, Polaron damage. Well, that's the great thing about a ship with a hangar. Right. We're going to get that Polaron damage and that phaser damage out of the way. Complete transdimensional tactics. Oh, that just rolled over. Okay. So, what we're going to do is first we're going to go here. Because once we get into that Borg TFO, things are just going to get laid waste. May not be the most exciting way, but it's better than giving yourself an acid bath on the ground. And Polaron is already done. And phaser.
Entered an area control. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
No, you're not. Everybody back aboard.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome. We have the suspect in custody now.
No, everybody's
We
back
have the
aboard.
suspect.
Hangars. Very useful for dailies. Alright, complete Borg TFOs and do transdimensional tactics. Let's switch to the fighter jet spaceship for this. See, what are we gonna do? Oh, let's see. We got Hive, we got Infected, we got Cure. Those three. Those three are generally, pretty fast. I'm still not used to the way you run around with this set on. We've got some marks. You know, game, I've noticed that when I was grinding 40,000 fleet marks for the starbase, you didn't give me mark boxes from Endeavors. But now that I'm not, I'm tripping over them. The fuck is up with that? Okay. Let's queue for the normal ones as well, as for some reason the advanced ones don't seem to be popping. I'm queued for 6 TFOs right now. Seriously? See, I do not want to do Borg Disconnected. I don't feel like being locked into one room for 15 minutes. That's really the problem with most of these, is you're just locked in a room with like a bunch of time gates. There we go. Let's see, 2 of 40. Let's see. What are you? You are beaming out, whoever you are. Thought crimes. And then he was gone. Was he ever even real? You look like a Star Wars character. John Hook with the baseball cap. I do wish they let you wear a baseball cap with the uniform. Come on, they did an Enterprise.
The situation there's more. Begin by...
Let's see, we got a Ross, the Elysian. Well, it's a Venture skin, but it's a Ross. The USS Typhoon. It's a good name for an Achilles. The Hydra. And Versailles. In a...
You will lower your shields and prepare.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Done.
Is that a freighter?
Available. The nanite probe can repair the transformers. Stop them. The probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy
No,
it.
it's not. No, it's not. Stop lying.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Done. Additional
You're-
data sensors confirmed.
You're a little slow, Devak. You're a little late to that party. Alright, what do we got? Poix. Elka Worker recharge. Shield hardness. Captain ability recharge. That's the difference of, do we want a full % difference or do we want a half % difference? Alright, this one already has stuff in it, so let's go ahead and go for that one. Alright, and we gotta blow up a Tholian, so... Let's see. Patrols, Nukara marks, transmissional tactics. Yep. Oh, that one goes off immediately. Because of course it does. It's the universal. Yeah, I lose my remodulate, but you don't need to remodulate against a Tholian. Fucking... Someone showing off the zombies right there. Where are you? It's just like a death hose of electricity. But yeah, that's basically the reward for this event. It summons ads that are zombies. Oh yeah, there's a thing for dilithium, I think. I don't know where the hell it is. Is it in here? Misc. Yeah, for low-buy crystals. In the reclaim thing. So I don't like this. I don't like there being things like available for low-buy crystals in the reclaim thing because it's monetizing. It's account reclaim. Reclaim would imply... What the f... Let's get away from the person getting electrocuted. Reclaim would imply you already have it, you have claimed it, and you are reclaiming it. But I do not like them putting anything that is currently being monetized into the account reclaim. That seems like a very... That just feels shifty as fuck. Like, you could explain that as being like they simply don't know where to put things. They're unorganized as hell, which they are. The existence of... So you have the promotions tab, the items tab, and then you have the promotion unlock items tab. For all the things that you bought. As opposed to, you know, just... having it in the store with your reclaim that's in here, or in the event menu with your other reclaim. So they're incredibly disorganized. They're incredibly, everything's everywhere. Normally I would chalk it up to that, but putting this shit in here, like something that you gotta pay money to have, in the thing that is specifically for all the stuff you like already unlocked, you know, and there's stuff that is like grayed out that, like, if you didn't participate in it, you don't have it. Like see, for example, like Volvin Obelisk Carrier. Didn't participate in that, I don't have it. It's grayed out. That's fine. But you notice, all of these just have a big fat 0 next to them, as opposed to actually charging you to claim them. I don't like it. I do not like it. It happened again! So, first of all, I would like to apologize for there being not much content on the channel this week. I've been dealing with a lot. There's a lot going on. And Bandicam has been losing its shit with me. Like right now. So, I wanted to record another day of endeavors to go on to the one that I already recorded. You know, get one big video up. Bandicam, and it's done this repeatedly to me, stopped recording about 11 seconds in. So I'm talking for like 20 minutes to nobody. So, if you're wondering why things are a little slow right now, it's because I'm working through some technical problems. I'm also digging an old mic out and getting it tested, getting it worked on, getting it running, because the blue snowball that I've been using for ages, it's kind of starting to go the way of the dodo. So it is what it is. I'm sorry if you hear every little click of my bloody keyboard. Yeah, I apologize for that. I actually have this thing's sensitivity dialed way down, believe it or not. So, but we are about to do Frontier Medicine. We're about to kill 40 Herc. I'm wondering where I am in this mission, because I might need to exit and restart. Nope, we're right there. We are right there. So this one's easy. You just go to
life signs ahead. Get ready to fight.
You just go to home.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, everybody shut up. You just go to home and you just kill things. And then you die. Wow, that was fast. That was fucking fast. Oh, don't. Okay. Don't stand in that shit. For a moment, I was like, am I on a lead or some shit? No, I'm just an idiot. Lock is down. Where is he? There he is. Oh, Lock too? Man, they gotta have guardrails around this shit, man. Injured. Is Lock injured? No. That is not safe. It's not safe for living. But look, one room. Just one room, and I'm about to be done. Yep, and that's it. Now we gotta do a Borg TFO. And it's just recording now. That's pissing me off, man. That's really pissing me off that it keeps doing that. Alright. A Borg TFO. Let's see, what do we got? Borg disconnected. That one's really, really boring. Battle of Wolf 359 is aggravating. Borg Battle Royale. I do have hazard gear. and an iMod. It's only a normal, but you know what? It does not specify, so. Let's enter the bridge and suit up. Yeah, you can summon zombies with the event thing. I should probably do the event thing. I might need to do the event thing, actually, again. Just for the dilithium. But that's on another character. That's on an alt that I'm doing that. If it ever loads. I really wish they used Club 47 for more. It seems like it'd be really useful, you know, that sort of like that dive bar on like the Federation like home star base that you like meet like in clandestine fashion with like admirals and stuff. Change outfit. Suit up. We'll stay on the bridge. I think my ready room is this way. Yep. Set up trophies. I don't see no trophies. I don't see no places for no trophies. Let's see. Shelf 1. Ships. Ship Galaxy. Where be Shelf 1? It says to set up Shelf 1. I don't see no shelf. The shelf is not here. Is it in the conference room? No, there ain't no shelf. They have the interact for the trophies in the ready room, but they never plugged in the actual geometry for the trophies in here. Huh. Heart. Technically, this is a Borg. This is a Borg TFO. You do fight a lot of Borg. It's just boring as hell and aggravating. Let's see. Manus, conduit. Yeah, let's secure ground. No, thank you. Royal flush. Man, way to take a tactical cube and make it as lame as possible. Or a tactical fusion cube, I mean. Like, way to make that boring. So, there's boss fights, and then there's battleship raids. And what's the difference between a boss fight and a battleship raid? A boss fight is you versus... What's a good example? Okay, like, a boss fight is like you versus the fucking asylum demon, right? Like, a boss fight is you versus like a big enemy or just an enemy who is incredibly strong, tends to require some kind of pattern memorization and test some kind of skill. They're an exam for some kind of skill that you have learned. Go watch my Phantasy Star Online stuff if you want to see MMO bosses done right. Like, go watch that. Because from the Dragon to Debrolay to Volopt, Volopt is real annoying. Like, Volopt is where the boss design kind of falters. But I did a whole video that was just showing off the bosses in that game. They're cool, especially Debrolay. Debrolay is awesome. But it's typically you versus a large enemy. It's an uncommon enemy. It's an uncommon occurrence, an infrequent occurrence, which gives the fight weight and gravitas. The boss fight can be overused. It's kind of an art form. This game is very bad at boss fights. It's also very bad at battleship raids. What is a battleship raid? A battleship raid, those of you who played Descent Free Space, for example, will be very familiar with the battleship raid. People who have played Star Fox will be very familiar with the battleship raid. Even people who've played Kingdom Hearts and like done like a... Well, they're basically playing You're basically playing Star Fox, but there's like, for example, in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's like the big pirate ship that you fight in space. That's a battleship raid. Like stuff like Colony Wars. If you play like any kind of like space sim is gonna have these, and they tend to be really fun. They tend to have you targeting specific hard points on an enemy vessel to either cripple their weapons or their defenses. And they tend to be very memorable, very high stakes missions in the game's narratives. Once upon a time, this game did have a battleship raid. It was the Borg Unimatrix ships. The Borg Unimatrix ships are pitiful compared to what they used to be. When they were first introduced in 2011, I want to say in fall of 2011, the Unimatrix ships were terrifying. They basically could regenerate almost all of their health immediately, so you had to actually work as a team to take out the regeneration probes, and you had to have someone keeping an eye out for the plasma torpedoes because they would basically one-shot anybody they hit. So those regeneration probes would daisy chain. They would regenerate each other's health and the ship's health. So someone really had to be Johnny on the spot with taking those things out, while the big heavy hitters targeted the Unimatrix ship itself. And it was a long fight. It was a hard fight. But it was the closest thing the game has actually had to a proper battleship raid. Until, here's another time where they did this. The Voth Fortress ships are also battleship raids. Now, they're treated as more of a map than an actual entity, but they also are in that same spirit. That's the way, like, you should have had to take on the Unimatrix ship. Now, credit where it's due, there is a battleship raid in this game that is actually designed well. And that is fighting the cube in the Battle of Wolf 359. That is a well-designed battleship raid. You're targeting... There's this massive thing. Your weapons are not going to destroy it. You just... they're just not going to destroy it right off the bat. You have to whittle down its defenses first. You have to take out its weapons. You have to target specific hard points that it keeps regenerating to be able to inflict any appreciable damage onto it. Because the thing heals itself constantly, because that's what the Borg do. That's a well-designed battleship raid. Or it would be if it wasn't a holodeck simulation and the thing weren't immortal and just constantly regenerating itself at the final stage. But that's what fighting the fusion cube should have been. Like, the way they have you fight the fusion cube is essentially the fusion cube is just made up of trash mobs. You kill enough, like they have, like, Borg cube trash mobs, and you kill one at a time, and then the fusion cube just dies. Meanwhile, the fusion cube basically just flails helplessly at you the whole time. It barely attacks you. And those of us who've played Armada 2 and have seen the fusion cube in action in Armada 2 know that this thing is pathetic. It's pathetic. It's not doing anything. Okay, nobody's queuing for Borg Battle Royale. Let's just go to, man, I really wanted to do that one. Well, if we can't do something fun, let's at least do something fast. Let's see. Conduit. Cure found. Royal Flush. Shattered Piece! Kinnemer in stasis. I hate this. They just keep adding queues to the game and just stacking them on top of queues that already exist. And so all the other queues get neglected and they fall apart and they get broken and nobody gives a shit because nobody plays them anymore. There's so much content in this game that has been buried by newer, worse content. Cure found. There we go. But yeah, if they made fighting the fusion cube more like fighting the cube from Wolf 359 and made it shoot way more and more often, that would be a good fight. Okay. Engine power, go! Oh, we got a galaxy! We got the USS... We got the galaxy, nice! We don't just have a galaxy, we have the galaxy. Nice. Yeah, cash flow. And the Coronado. Also a good name. Royal Flush in general is kind of a, it's kind of a massive disaster of bad conveyance. Let's hit, the Sherman system real quick. Like, the fusion cube is the least of the problems there. But you see, you get what I'm talking about now. Boss fights and battleship raids. You gotta understand what is, because they try to go with, like, standard MMO bosses more often than not in space in Star Trek Online, and that's just kinda... That's just kinda, That doesn't really work as well. And I think part of the problem is they think of you and they want you to think of the ship as you, as opposed to thinking of the ship as a thing. And that's one of the things that gives the battleship raid its appeal, is Breaking the big thing. I got some prisoners. Yep. Like slowly breaking down the big thing. Ace Combat does this all the time, and Ace Combat is exceptional at the Battleship Raid. Usually it's some kind of bizarro Final Fantasy aircraft bullshit, like the Agaion from Ace Combat 6, or the Alicorn from Ace Combat 7. The Alicorn's a real good example of it. That thing is tough as nails. What was I looking for? Yeah, that's right. I'm looking for my damn Gamma Warp Core that I keep losing. Let's see. Where are you? I know I got you somewhere. Where are you? I could swear I had a Gamma Warp Core. I think that's the Protostar one. Yeah, it's the Protostar one. Yeah, there it is! Gamma Synergistic Overcharged Warp Core. Where the hell is it? Let's see. Trinidad. Where the shit is it? Is it in the bank? Shouldn't be. There it is. Why are you here? I need you for flying. Fast and doing things. Get in here. What are you? You're the adapted counter command covariant shield array. Counter assault. Don't need that. Let's see. Adapted Mako. Don't need the adapted Mako set on. Yeah, like look at the state of this inventory. Yeah, I need that for doing stuff quickly. Although, hold on. We can do some science. Count bank. No, regular bank. Let's do some science. Hang on, where the fuck? Let's see. Asynchronous, Mako impulse engines. Is that bound to character, or is it... where did I see that? Is that bound to character? Yeah, it's bound to character. Alright. We're gonna do science. I wanna look at this real quick. Cause I'm curious. No. So I know the Borg sub-transwarp engines are faster than the macro asynchronous warp engines. So we're gonna actually, hang on, no, that's a good idea. Hold up. We're gonna go to the bottom of the map. And we're gonna do some speed tests, because I'm curious to see how fast I can get this thing in sector space. Because if I can get this thing real fast, I might just set a loadout for sector space. I also want to see if the speed boost from the Gamma Synergistic Warp Core stacks with the adapted Mako and or Borg Subtrans Warp. Let's see if we can go fast. Trailless. One of these days, I'm just going to do a video that's all of my old daily route. That might be fun. Alright. So, let's get up to top speed. Transwarp 1309. Okay, so that's the top speed under normal circumstances. But we are decidedly not normal people. So, let's dump the Gamma Synergistic Warp Core on and see what that does to it. 2532. That's an appreciable speed boost. So what does that do if I put that on? $23.59. That actually slowed me down. I went from 25 to 23. Okay. So that slows you down. What about this? Yeah, they slow you down. So it must be overriding the impulse engine. Well, it's also Mark 12, but because I've been using adapted Mako for that fucking long. So the it must override the Gamma Warp Core. Okay. I'm trying to think of things that might stack. I wonder if the fleet engines would stack, because I know the fleet engines have the Mako thing, but they might override it too. So I think it's basically just pure sector speed. Although, hold up. Let's see, reclaim. Bozeman. Bozeman Hyper Impulse engines. Do these do anything for you? Let's see. Flight speed, flight turn rate, flight speed, speed X3. Do I have any... I don't have any upgrades. What would it look like if I drop this onto my impulse engines? Looks bright. Oh, wait, you know what might be cool? Deflector. Okay, first of all, let's take the... I think that's ruining it. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cool, actually. Kind of noisy, though. Let's see. Aegis. That's really noisy. Let's see, Dyson Deflector. Oh, wait, the Dyson Deflector doesn't do anything? Oh, it does if you zoom out. Yeah, then it shows up when you zoomed out. Yeah, that doesn't look as cool. I wish you could put the Protostar shields in here and get the shield visual at least without, like, the hull visual. Well, they don't have a hull visual, but you know what I mean. Like, I wish you could drop them into this slot and get the shield visuals. That'd be really cool. Okay, so... Hold up, loadouts. Let's see. Rename to sector space. And save to sector space. There we go. And for Beamboat, we're just going to drop that in there and get this out of there. Because Beamboat is your mission. That's your mission loadout right there. So Beamboat, wait for this cooldown to stop. Sector space. Yeah, that's real cool. I like that. Beamboat. Oh, but it doesn't unequip that. Gotta remember to do that. Alright. Somebody is tweaking in the zone chat. Alright. Alright, we did some endeavors, did some science. I think next time, what I'm going to do, like I said, I think that might be a fun idea, is just go through my old patrol route in this game. My old dailies. From, like, the first couple of years. See you guys then.